Hello, I'm Ollie. I'm a speech and language therapist at the Seashell Trust, and today I'm going to show you how to use everyday objects to support your child's understanding. So we often use visual supports for people with learning disabilities, but for our children with very complex needs, using everyday objects can be a much better way of supporting them to understand what's going to happen next. So if you're wanting to use them at home for the first time, first of all you need to find the things that you want. So making a list of what activities you do in the house will help you to work out what you want to represent for your child. And then you can go and find which objects you think might represent that activity. When you're trying to choose your objects, it's really important to think about what the child actually uses. So for example, if you're trying to do cooking, if the child uses a wooden spoon and does stirring and is able to do that, then great, use a wooden spoon. But if they actually get their hands in the bowl and they're just having a bit of a feel, and then actually the bowl might be a better representation, or even something that feels like the dough, something like Play-Doh. And especially for children with visual impairments, something that feels the same is really, really important. Again, if they're going to dinner, then if they use a knife and fork, great, use the knife and fork, but if they don't, then a spoon would be better if that's what they use every day. It's really important as well when you're introducing them for the first time to use to use the same item every time. So the spoon, if that's what they use for dinner, then give that to them every time just before they have dinner. As they get to understand what it means, then you can use it before they go to dinner as well to support them to understand where they're going next. And you can do that with all the different items. When you know that they're understanding that, then you can start to use a timetable. So you could get some baskets or some boxes, and you could say, now we're going to do cooking, and then after that we're going to have dinner. And then let the child feel the item, so give them to them one at a time, feel the item, explore the item, maybe even use it together, and then put it in the basket. And the same with the next one. Next, we're going to have dinner. So you've got your spoon, let them feel it, let them act out using it, and then put it in the basket. So your first step is to make your list of your activities, and then your second step is to go and find the objects and write down what you're going to use for each thing, because then everybody can use the same items who's with your child or young person. And when they go back to school or college or daycare, then the people there can use the same things, and you'll have set up a new system for them, which will be great. If you found this useful, look out for more of our videos in the future.